I want you to imagine something for a moment. Imagine waking up one morning, opening your eyes, and realizing the world looks slightly dimmer than it did yesterday. Colors are not as bright, text isn't as sharp, and the sunlight you once loved now feels like it's hiding behind a foggy curtain. For millions of seniors around the world, this isn't imagination, it's reality. Cataracts, blurred vision, macular degeneration, and age-related eye problems creeping slowly, stealing clarity, stealing color, and stealing confidence. But what if I told you that something as simple as eating a handful of specific nuts every single day could help protect your eyes, strengthen your vision, and support your body in fighting cataracts naturally? Yes, something so small, so delicious, and so accessible could literally change the quality of your vision as you age. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. You know, as a health educator, one of the most rewarding parts of my work is showing people that healing doesn't always come from complicated treatments or expensive supplements. Sometimes it comes from nature's simplest foods. And when it comes to protecting the eyes, nature has given us some of the most powerful antioxidants, fats, vitamins, and minerals right inside nuts. Most people think nuts are only for brain health, heart health, or maybe just for snacking. But let me tell you, nuts are like tiny pharmacies. They carry compounds that directly support the lens of the eye, the retina, the optic nerve, and the blood flow that nourishes every part of your vision. So today I'm going to introduce you to 4 of the most powerful nuts that seniors should be eating every single day to protect their eyes and fight cataracts naturally. But before we jump in, I want you to stick with me to the very end because you're going to be surprised at how each nut supports a different part of the eye. And when these 4 are combined, they create a synergy that is honestly incredible for your vision. Think of it like giving your eyes an army of protectors, nutrients that work day and night to fight oxidation, inflammation, and the slow, cloudy buildup that leads to cataracts over time. Now let me start by explaining something important. Cataracts don't happen overnight. They're the result of long-term oxidative stress damaging the proteins inside your eye's natural lens. Over time, those proteins clump together, creating cloudiness and blurring your vision. That oxidative stress comes from sunlight exposure, aging, poor diet, smoking, stress, and sometimes even genetics. But the exciting part is that foods rich in antioxidants and healthy fats can slow this process dramatically, sometimes even stopping it from progressing further. And that's where our 4 nuts come into play. So let's start with one of the most underrated nuts when it comes to eye health, almonds. People think almonds are only for weight loss or heart health, but almonds are one of the richest natural sources of vitamin E, a nutrient known for its ability to protect eye cells from free radical damage. Free radicals attack the lens of the eye day after day, and without enough vitamin E, your eyes are left defenseless. Think of vitamin E like a shield that sits around your lens, keeping those harmful particles from damaging the proteins that keep your vision clear. Seniors with higher levels of vitamin E are significantly less likely to develop cataracts or experience rapid vision decline. And the best part, you don't need a lot. Just a handful of almonds, 8 to 12 pieces, can deliver enough vitamin E to give your eyes the protection they need. And almonds also contain healthy fats that help support better blood circulation to the eyes. When your eyes receive more oxygen-rich blood, the tissues inside stay stronger, healthier, and more resilient. So if you're someone who wants to keep reading easily, driving confidently, and enjoying a clear view of the world, almonds are a must. Now let's move to a nut that is almost famous for its brain and eye, enhancing omega-3 fats. Walnuts, I always say that if almonds are the shield, walnuts are the repairman. Walnuts are among the richest plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, and omega-3s are directly linked to stronger retinal function. The retina is the part of your eye that takes in light and sends signals to the brain. When the retina weakens, everything becomes blurry, dim, or distorted. Omega-3s help keep the retina nourished, flexible, and functioning properly. And here's something many people don't know. Chronic inflammation is a major driver of cataracts. The lens becomes inflamed on a microscopic level, and that inflammation accelerates clouding. Walnuts contain anti-inflammatory compounds that calm that internal irritation. So when you eat walnuts consistently, you're not only supporting your retina, you're actively lowering the inflammation that contributes to cataract formation. Walnuts are also excellent for improving tear quality, which helps those who struggle with dry, itchy, irritated eyes, and seniors often deal with dryness more than younger adults. So again, something so small can make such a big difference. Now let's talk about the 3rd nut. And this one is an absolute powerhouse, Brazil nuts. This nut isn't eaten often, but it should be because Brazil nuts are the richest natural source of selenium in the world. Selenium is an antioxidant that plays a massive role in repairing damaged eye cells. It supports glutathione, which is one of the body's strongest natural defenders against cataract formation. If glutathione levels go down, your risk of cataracts goes up. Seniors almost always have lower glutathione levels as they age, which means they need selenium even more, Eating just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day gives your body a boost in natural protection. Selenium also helps prevent oxidative stress inside the lens, and some studies indicate that people who get enough selenium have significantly slower lens clouding as they age. This is why Brazil nuts are so important for seniors. They're small, but incredibly effective at supporting your eye's natural defense system. And now let's bring in the 4th nut, pistachios. These little green gems are like multivitamins for your eyes. Eye health experts love pistachios because they are one of the richest food sources of lutein and zeaxanthin. I want you to remember those 2 names because they are the superheroes of eye protection. Lutein and zeaxanthin concentrate in the macula, the part of the retina responsible for sharp, clear central vision. They act like internal sunglasses for your eyes. Every time you go outside and UV light enters your eyes, lutein and zeaxanthin absorb that harmful light and prevent it from damaging your retina. Without enough of these nutrients, your macula becomes vulnerable, and this can lead to both cataracts and age-related macular degeneration. Pistachios also contain antioxidants, vitamin B6, and healthy fats that increase blood flow to the eyes. They help keep the pressure in your eyes stable and improve the strength of the tiny capillaries that nourish the retina. And because pistachios are rich in plant proteins, they help support overall tissue repair inside the eye. Now, what happens when you combine these 4 nuts, almonds, walnuts, Brazil nuts, and pistachios? You get one of the most powerful natural eye protection blends on the planet. Each nut supports a different weakness that develops with age. Some protect the lens, some strengthen the retina, some fight inflammation, some boost circulation, and all of them work together to keep your eyes younger, clearer, and stronger. And the amazing thing is you don't need a large number of nuts to get these benefits. Just a small handful mixed together, preferably raw, unsalted, and eaten consistently, can make a dramatic impact over time. Now let's dive deeper into how these nuts actually help slow or even prevent cataract formation. Cataracts develop when the proteins inside the eye become damaged and clumped together. This damage comes from oxidation. Think of oxidation like rust forming inside your eyes. The more oxidized your lens becomes, the cloudier your vision gets. Antioxidants from nuts stop this rusting process. Vitamin E from almonds slows oxidation. Omega-3 fats from walnuts reduce inflammation that accelerates protein damage. Selenium from Brazil nuts supports the enzymes that repair these proteins. Lutein and zeaxanthin from pistachios prevent UV damage that triggers cataract formation in the first place. So each nut becomes a defender at a different point in the process. And this is why seniors who add these nuts into their diets often report clearer vision, less dryness, brighter colors, reduced strain, and better night vision over time. The improvement is gradual, but very noticeable. But let me warn you, consistency is everything. Eating these nuts once in a while won't do much. The real benefit comes from steady intake, day after day, week after week. Your eyes need constant nourishment. Just like you wouldn't water a plant once a month and expect it to thrive, your eyes need regular doses of antioxidant-rich foods to stay healthy. Now let's talk about something many seniors struggle with, night vision. Have you ever noticed that driving at night feels harder than it used to? Lights look brighter, halos appear around headlights, and everything feels slightly blurred. This is one of the earliest signs that your lens is beginning to lose clarity. The nutrients in these nuts help support the rods in your retina that help you see in low light. Omega-3s from walnuts help strengthen these cells. Lutein from pistachios helps reduce glare sensitivity. Vitamin E from almonds helps sharpen low light vision over time. So even something as simple as feeling more comfortable walking around your home at night or reading in dim lighting can improve naturally with better nutrition. Another thing I want to mention is blood circulation. Poor circulation is one of the biggest hidden causes of vision decline. The eyes have some of the smallest and most delicate blood vessels in the entire body. When circulation slows down due to aging, inflammation, or thickened blood, your eyes don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need. Walnuts and pistachios help improve blood flow. Almonds help lower bad cholesterol, which improves circulation. Brazil nuts help reduce inflammation in blood vessels. Better blood flow means your eyes stay nourished, protected, and functioning the way they should. Now I want to touch on something extremely important. Diet and lifestyle go hand in hand. You can eat these nuts every day, but if your diet is full of processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy oils, your eyes will still suffer. Cataracts develop faster in bodies with high inflammation. So think about your plate. Add leafy greens like spinach and kale. Add bright colored vegetables. Drink more water. Reduce sugary foods that spike inflammation. Reduce fried foods that damage your lens proteins. Think of your diet as fuel for your eyes. The more natural the food, the clearer your vision will remain as you age. But let me tell you something that will give you hope. The human eye is incredibly resilient. It responds quickly to improved nutrition. Many seniors report noticing improvements within weeks. Less dryness, less strain, better clarity, and over months even greater benefits begin to appear. The key is patience. Small changes add up, and these nuts make those changes easy. Now some of you may be wondering, can I blend these nuts into a smoothie? Can I chop them into oatmeal? Can I mix them with fruit? Absolutely. In fact, Combining them with vitamin C-rich fruits like oranges or berries increases the antioxidant benefits even more. You can soak almonds overnight to make them easier to digest. You can roast walnuts lightly if raw walnuts upset your stomach. You can crush pistachios and sprinkle them on yogurt. You can eat Brazil nuts whole. Just 1 or 2 is enough. Make it enjoyable. Make it part of your routine. Before I continue, I want to talk about something many seniors worry about: memory and cognitive function. And you might be surprised to hear this, but the nutrients that protect your eyes also protect your brain. Omega-3s, vitamin E, selenium, these nutrients support sharper thinking, better memory, lower inflammation in the brain, and improved mood. So by caring for your eyes, you're caring for your brain too. This is why people who regularly eat nuts often age more gracefully, both mentally and physically. Now I want to share a simple routine you can start today. Every morning or every evening, take a small handful of mixed nuts, almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and add 1 or 2 Brazil nuts. That's it. It's simple, it's affordable, it's natural, and it's powerful. And commit to doing it every single day for at least 90 days. That's how long it takes for nutrients to deeply affect eye tissues. 3 months from now, you'll be glad you started today. Let's talk a little more about something fascinating: the antioxidant power of these nuts. Antioxidants have one job: to protect your cells from damage. And the lens of your eye is one of the most delicate structures in your entire body. Once it gets damaged, it struggles to repair itself. That's why cataracts are so common with aging. But antioxidants protect that lens like a shield. Pistachios give you lutein and zeaxanthin. Almonds give you vitamin E. Walnuts give you polyphenols. Brazil nuts give you selenium. Together, these antioxidants reduce cloudiness in the lens, support clarity, and slow the aging process inside your eyes. I also want to remind you that dehydration affects eye health too. Seniors often drink less water, and when your body is dehydrated, your eyes become dry, strained, and irritated. Nuts contain healthy fats that help your body hold on to moisture longer. So drinking enough water plus eating these nuts creates a powerful combination for lubrication and comfort. Now let's discuss cataract prevention a little deeper. Cataracts form when proteins inside the lens break down due to light exposure, aging, and oxidation. But with nutrients from these nuts, your body has the tools to keep those proteins stable. Think of walnuts as protecting the retina. Almonds protect the lens. Pistachios protect the macula. Brazil nuts protect the internal environment of the eye. So you're not just preventing cataracts, you're strengthening every part of your vision. Many seniors also struggle with slow healing. If your eyes feel tired or strained from reading or screen use, nuts help repair those tissues. Omega-3s rebuild cell membranes. Vitamin E helps restore damaged cells. Selenium supports enzyme repair. Your eyes heal faster when they are well nourished. And let me tell you something deeply important: clarity of vision is not just physical. When you see clearly, you move confidently, you walk better, you read more, you interact more, you stay engaged with life. Protecting your eyes protects your independence. It protects your quality of life. And this is why simple habits like eating these nuts every day matter so much. Now imagine 10 years from now. Imagine still being able to read your favorite books without strain. Imagine still being able to drive safely. Imagine waking up every morning with eyes that feel comfortable, hydrated, and sharp. Imagine keeping your eyesight strong well into your 70s, 80s, or even 90s. That future is possible. And it starts with the small choices you make today. Nature always gives us what we need. It's just up to us to use it. These nuts are gifts designed to help us age with strength, clarity, and vitality. So treat your eyes with care, nourish them, support them, and give them what they need to stay strong for as long as possible. And as always, take care of yourself, take care of your body, and take care of your eyes. Because once you lose your vision, you realize how precious it truly is. But when you protect it, you give yourself the lifelong gift of clarity. Continuing from the flow of the script above, I want to bring your attention to something that far too many seniors struggle with every single day, yet almost never connect to their diet: dry eyes. That gritty burning, irritated feeling you get when you wake up in the morning, that constant need to blink because your eyes feel scratchy, that blurry vision that gets worse after reading or watching TV. All of these are signs that your tear film is weakening. And what most people don't realize is that the tear film isn't just about moisture. It's a protective barrier. It keeps your eyes comfortable, shields them from dust and pollutants, and prevents the surface of the eye from becoming inflamed or damaged. When your tears are low in quality, your eyes can't lubricate themselves properly, which accelerates aging, worsens clarity, and makes the lens more vulnerable to oxidation. And this is where nuts play a surprisingly powerful role. Your tear film is made of 3 layers: an oily layer, a watery layer, and a mucus layer. All 3 need to be balanced for your eyes to stay hydrated. But with age, especially after 50 or 60, the glands that produce these layers start to slow down. Hormonal changes, dehydration, poor diet, medications, and chronic inflammation all contribute to weaker tear quality. And here's the critical point: when the tear film weakens, the surface of your eyes becomes irritated. That irritation creates inflammation. And inflammation is one of the fastest ways to accelerate cataract formation and vision decline. This is why improving tear film stability with nutrient-rich foods can make a big difference for seniors. Nuts, especially walnuts, pistachios, almonds, and Brazil nuts, contain the exact nutrients your tear glands need to function better. Omega-3 fatty acids from walnuts support the meibomian glands, the glands along the edges of your eyelids that produce the Oley layer of your tears. When these glands get clogged or inflamed, your tears evaporate too quickly. That's why you blink and feel dryness a few seconds later. But omega-3 has helped thin the oils, reduce inflammation around the glands, and improve the quality of the tear film so your eyes stay lubricated longer. Many seniors who add walnuts to their routine begin to notice that their eyes feel less tired, less irritated, and more comfortable throughout the day. Almonds contribute to tear health in a different way. Their vitamin E content helps protect the surface of the eye from oxidative stress, which is one of the main causes of dry, red, irritated eyes. Vitamin E supports the epithelial cells on the front of the eye, the cells responsible for retaining moisture and preventing irritation. When these cells are damaged, your tears don't spread evenly, creating dry patches on the eye. Almonds naturally support these cells so moisture is retained longer and the tear film spreads more smoothly with every blink. Pistachios add another unique benefit. They contain vitamin B6 and antioxidants that support nerve health around the eyes. Healthy nerves help regulate blinking patterns, which is crucial for tear distribution. If you don't blink fully or frequently enough, a common issue with aging or screen use, your tear film becomes unstable. Pistachios also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, which help reduce surface inflammation triggered by sunlight or dryness. This reduces that burning feeling many seniors experience when they step outside or spend time in heated or air-conditioned rooms. Brazil nuts support tear health at a deeper level through selenium. Selenium reduces oxidative stress throughout the body, and the eyes are especially vulnerable to oxidative damage. Oxidation affects the glands that produce tears as well as the lens. When selenium levels are low, inflammation increases, glands clog more easily, and the tear film becomes weaker. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day can support better cellular repair in the eye, allowing the tear glands to function more efficiently. Now imagine what happens when you combine these nutrients consistently. Your tear film becomes more stable. Your eyes stay lubricated longer. You no longer feel that scratchy irritation throughout the day. You blink more comfortably. Your vision stays clearer because your ocular surface stays healthier. And here's something many people don't realize. Tear film quality directly affects visual clarity. When your tears break apart, light entering the eye scatters instead of focusing properly. This creates blurred vision, glare, hollows, and difficulty reading small print. So when your tear film becomes stronger, your vision becomes sharper, even without glasses. Most seniors assume blurry vision is always caused by cataracts, but dryness alone can blur vision significantly. Sometimes people believe their cataracts are worsening because they feel their sight is getting hazy, but often it's the tear film breaking down. That's why improving tear health can create such a dramatic change in how clearly you see your environment. It's not a small improvement. It's often noticeable within weeks. Another thing I want you to understand is that the tear film protects your eyes from environmental damage. Every time you step outside, your eyes face dust, allergens, waned UV rays, and dry air. A strong tear film acts like a defensive shield. But when it's weak, all those irritants reach the surface of your eye and trigger inflammation. And as we've discussed before, chronic inflammation is one of the main drivers of cataract progression. So by strengthening your tear film with the nutrients found in nuts, you're not just improving comfort, you're actively reducing the environment that supports cataract development. There is also a major connection between dry eyes and blood sugar fluctuations. Many seniors have prediabetes or diabetes without even realizing it. High blood sugar levels dry out the body, and the eyes are often the first place you notice it. Nuts help stabilize blood sugar thanks to their healthy fats, fiber, and protein. When your blood sugar stays stable, your tear glands function better, and your eyes stay better hydrated throughout the day. Even dehydration plays a role. Seniors often drink less water because the feeling of thirst naturally decreases with age. Nuts contain fats that help maintain moisture inside the body, giving your eyes the hydration they need to maintain their tear film. Combined with even a small increase in daily water intake, the difference can be transformative. Let's go a bit deeper into how dry eyes worsen cataracts over time. Constant dryness creates microinflammation on the surface of the eye. This inflammation doesn't stay on the surface, it spreads. It affects the lens fibers, it increases free radical damage, it stresses the tiny proteins inside the lens that keep it clear. Over time, this stress contributes to faster clouding of the lens. meaning cataracts develop sooner and progress faster. So something as simple as improving tear health can slow down that entire chain reaction. When you eat nuts daily, you support all 3 layers of the tear film. The omega-3s support the oily layer. The antioxidants support the surface cells and mucus layer. The vitamins and minerals support the glands from within. This creates better lubrication, less inflammation, and a clearer, more stable environment inside the eye. And the interesting thing is that the eye responds quickly to nutrition. Unlike some parts of the body that take months to show improvement, your tear glands can show noticeable changes in weeks. Many seniors report that they no longer need artificial tears as often. Some say they wake up without that burning feeling. Others say they can read longer without dryness. These are signs that the tear film is stabilizing and that the eyes are functioning more naturally. Another overlooked benefit is improved comfort during sleep. When your eyes are dry, your eyelids stick to the surface of the eye at night, causing irritation. With better tear quality, your eyes remain comfortable even during sleep, allowing you to wake up with clear vision and less redness. Nut-rich diets also support the meibomian glands by reducing the thickness of the oils they produce. When the oils are thin and healthy, they spread more evenly across the eye. This slows evaporation and keeps your eyes moist longer after each blink. This makes activities like reading, watching TV, or using your phone much more comfortable. And this is something I want to emphasize. Dry eyes don't just affect comfort, they affect confidence. When your eyes feel irritated, you hesitate to drive, especially at night. When your vision fluctuates from dryness, you feel uncertain reading signs, menace, or instructions. When your eyes burn or water excessively, it becomes distracting and embarrassing. But when your eyes feel hydrated, the world feels easier to navigate. You feel more in control. You can focus on what you're doing instead of thinking about your eyes all day. The daily habit of eating nuts supports this level of comfort. Over time, the glands function more like they did years ago. The tear film becomes smoother. Your eyes feel nourished from within. And all of this contributes to a healthier lens, a calmer surface, and a reduced risk of cataract progression. The beauty of this is its simplicity. A handful of nuts, a natural remedy, no chemicals, no complicated eye drops, no side effects, just nutrients that work with your body, not against it. And when you give your eyes the nourishment they need, they reward you with clearer, more comfortable vision as you age.